Good morning, YouTube beekeeps. What's up? So glad you came by to see me today. Isn't that something? Look at here. Isn't this beautiful? I got to thinking about it. If you guys didn't get your daily dose of Steveo, I tell you, I bet your lives would just really suck. I bet they would, really would. But anyway, I don't know if it is suck or not, but anyway, here's our sticks, our little craft sticks here. I put in here 2 of these bottles, 2 of these. Little McCormick action here, 2 fluid ounces. I put 2 fluid ounces in here, and I did it like this a few times. Boom, boom. I let it sit like this for a half hour. I came back, did this, and then I let it sit overnight, and all of these sticks I got in here, and you can see there's a lot of them, they sucked up all of that liquid. So then I put additional 2 ounces in, and it doesn't seem like the liquid's moved. I let it sit overnight, and it don't look like it's moved. It's sitting in that same position as you can see there. So these sticks have sucked up every bit of this liquid. So let's open her up. Oh wow, oh wow, wow baby. Yeah, they're pretty strong. You can see, I don't know how many's in there. I had 150 in that little package, and so it's probably half of that I put in there. This is just a pint wide mouth jar. I don't know if any of this is going to work or not. Okay, I don't know if this experiment's going to work or not, but anyway, that's what I've got. We'll start stuffing these in hives. I'm not going to just load up every beehive I've got with this, but the plan is, those are 4.5-inch sticks. They fit right in that in that pint jar. So yeah, and then I put, like I said, there's 6 ounces in here of, and that's what's left. So these sticks have sucked up all they can suck up. We'll install those and see how they do. I gotta get my trap back out here, come to think of it. This is my yeah, them beetles that bore into your wood furniture. I gotta get this thing back out. This thing works pretty good. They fly in here and they drop in the bottom, and those things can raise havoc on wood deals. Wood boring beetles is what this trap does. I got to get this back out there, but let's go into the woods and see what the gray ghosts have done to my corn pile. Okay guys, I'm here in the woods. It's not far from my back door. I'm gonna try to, I used that tree right there, and I have my tree stand way up there at that crotch. See that crotch going out? But I think I'm going to use this big boy right here this year. They're coming right through this trail too. They come through, there's a trail right there. They come through that cypress swamp. They come in from the south, and then this is the north trail here. They go up through there. And I take brush and I throw on either side to tighten that up. And Hippie John told me the other day there was 2 coyotes in his backyard. And his backyard is just about 100 yards right over there through that woods. So yeah, I see they've been hitting this a little bit here. This is 50 pounds I dumped here. There's the trophy rock right there. That they love that. Yeah, I can see their bites in here, and they scattered the corn out. Of course, we probably got raccoon in here too. And yeah, I'm going to try to utilize this big pine right here that's going up, but I got to clean out. I think I'm going to buzzsaw that off right here. So I got a clear shot right straight down through here to the corn pile. Oh, Ruby called me. Steveo, I need that coon meat. I said, Ruby is Greg's wife. I've dealt with Greg for, Greg is the old black guy that taught me. I call him Laughing Greg. He's not laughing anymore. Well, he may be laughing. He's 6 feet under now. Yeah, he was drinking too many beers and smoking too many cigarettes. But anyway, he's gone to the afterlife, and oh, Ruby's still here. And she loves that raccoon meat now. And she says, Steve, I need some of that raccoon meat. Now, I told her this is, you know, I don't start trapping until September because they're having babies right now. We don't want to. She said, yeah, I know. That's right. She said, I said, well, she said, well, you get them now. You give me a call. I said, I'll do it. I said, be looking for me, be looking for that action in September. September to March, I told her, is when I usually pull that gig off. But anyway, yeah, so I got to get old Ruby some coon meat. I used to have about 10 customers, but they've all died out. Their lifestyles, you know, aren't too swift, okay? That's all I can say about that. But anyway, speaking of swift, this is a great way to go. I mean, granted, you couldn't put this out in a management area. They'll steal your pitchfork and everything. But all this is a pitchfork, so I've got a movable camera here. And I can position this anywhere I want. It's just a pitchfork, and I've strapped it to the... actually, I duct taped... This camera got a flat back, so I put on a little piece of pallet wood and duct taped it. So then I strapped it to that. But this thing works cool for when you're, well, now we're getting into the rainy season, to work in nukes, cell builders and whatnot. And you get your Harbor Freight umbrella, one of those big umbrellas, and you get the cloth type bungees. And you put it on here and you wrap your bungees around, 2 bungees, whatever will hold it. And now you've got a movable umbrella stand that you can move from hive to hive. I was telling Matthew about it. I said, what do you do in the rainy season when he's working all these nooks, catching and marking and caging queens? He said, well, I have worked in the rain, he says, but he said, I often thought about putting on these bees under a lean-to, but he said, how would you do that? He said, you know, 100 and some of these castle hives, 100 and some of those. How do you do all that? I said, well, you can do a lean-to. I've seen those long lean-tos with bees looking out both ways. He said, my God, that'd be expensive. I said, oh yeah, that'd be crazy. Or I said, do what I do. Get you a pitchfork and bungee cord a umbrella to a pitchfork. He said, very clever idea. I said, yes, it is. Thought of it myself. All right. I put the chip card in my watch pocket here. Let's go in and see what's on this camera. I'm really curious to see my gray ghost and see how their velvet racks are coming along. I expect, now, maybe wrong, but I expect those 2 brothers, twin brothers, they were 6s last season. I expect them puppies to be 8-pointers this year or better, because they had beautiful, wide 6-point racks on them. They were nice trophy deer. So I'm hoping we have some nice trophy looking bucks. But antler soup doesn't appeal to me too much. So, and I got enough racks on the wall. That's Daisy said, do not put any more critters on the wall, please. Okay, you got enough. You can put them in the freezer, but don't put them on the wall anymore. I'm over it, she said. I said, okay, Miss Stacy, it's your world. I just live in it. Okay, guys, let's see what we got on the old cam here. We got Mr. Gray Squirrel. Yeah, Mr. Gray Squirrel. Get a lot of there. There's another one. I got 2 of them. I've had last year as many as 15 hitting this thing. Let's just click through them. They're bouncing around here and there. They love that corn. Let's just keep clicking down through. This little old $40 camera I got on Amazon works pretty good. It's got a video mode, but you don't want to use video because it just eats batteries like it's going out of style. There's 8 batteries in this thing, double A's, and you'll go through those things like crazy. But if you're sitting there taking still pics, yeah, you'll do all right with that. Right here, Mr. Ringtail, coon, raccoon, yep. I had 2, when I stopped feeding in the fall, I had 2 mothers, and they had 3 kits apiece. So I had a pile of coons. This guy don't look like a real big coon, so he may be one of them babies that are growing up. Yeah, that's a younger coon there. But he'll be $10 in September. Here's Mr. Possum, old Opie. An Opie right there with big old shiny eyes. And then we have Mr. Ringtail back. He's $10. Yeah, that's what I get for him. I skin him out. I leave 1 back foot on. I skin him out, leave 1 back foot on, and I take out the glands. You've got glands underneath in their armpits and in their back legs behind them. Take those glands out. It'll make that meat very strong. Actually, raccoon meat is not bad. Here's Mr. Possum. That's a big possum. I used to have a few of the black guys, the older ones, that would eat those. They would take and build a fire and singe all the hair off of them. They would strangle them first. They would strangle them or snap their neck, put a broom handle across their neck, grab the back legs, yank up and snap their neck. Then they would singe all the hair off, and they'd take a saw palmetto limb and scrape the hide, just like you would a hog. And then they would take Tide soap, like you do with your clothing, and they'd take Tide soap and they'd wash him, and that thing would come out just as white as a t-shirt. Then they would split the belly open, remove the entrails, stuff them with sweet potatoes, and stick them in the oven and bake them. That's how they consumed them. They did it for years and years, but all those old possum eaters have gone. They're no longer with me. There's a marsh rabbit, and here's our buck coming in now. This is one of my twins right here, guys. This is one of my gray ghosts. Look at him. He's going to be pretty impressive this year. Yes, sir. He's going to be, I about guarantee he's going to be an 8-pointer, because he was a 6-pointer last year, because there's 1, 2, 3, and then you got a brow tine. Let's look him over. Yeah, it's a good pick of him there. See, this is really fat, and he's in velvet, of course. He's got pretty good brow tines here. Pretty good brow tines. And he's got this leg coming out the back, but this one right here is going to split, and you're going to have 2 forks there. So you're going to have, I'm going to have a friggin' 8-pointer. I'm telling you, he's going to be a decent 8-pointer by the time we get done with this. Yeah. He was looking at us there one clip. There he is right there. Nice body on him. Yeah, he's going to be a nice deer. I'm going the wrong way here. This little marsh rabbit, he's just sitting right here. It doesn't seem like he's eating corn at all. He's just sitting there. These Florida marsh rabbits, they got really brown hair, got little short ears. And the cottontails we have in Florida are really longer ears, and they got a gray body with a cotton tail on them. But these, what we call swamp rabbits, they are a little different guy. Yeah, that's a pretty buck. Now, I've already fanned through these guys, so I know what I've got here. I'm just showing you guys what I got. And his brother didn't come in last night, and it's weird, I don't see any does here at all. There's my trophy rock I showed you earlier right there. They lick that too. They really like it. Everything licks it. I've noticed squirrels, rabbits, everything licking those. But they may not lick it every day. Something else comes in here a lot too, and I haven't seen it on this video, but flying squirrels come in here. You see flying squirrels running up and down, they jump over here, and then there's field rats too that come in here. But then as soon as the field rats come in, I notice the owls start coming in. And I've actually watched owls attack and killing rats on this pile of corn. So if you want to get rid of a lot of rats, just put out a bait pile, and it won't take long for the owls to find them. I've got 4 big not horned, but barred owls out here in the woods. Yeah, he got some good long brow tines in here. Nice bodied buck. The one that got hit with the arrow was on the right side and the hip area back and angled up, so we're not getting a picture of that, so I don't know if this was the arrow hit buck or not. I can tell when the other one comes in and I get a look on his it would be his right side, if I can ever get him to turn, which I will here in a day or two. It's going to take him a week to clean this corn up, this 50 pounds of corn. And then I'll give him another one probably in a month or so, just to keep him in the area, you know, keep them fattened up. This time of year is kind of tough on deer because all they're eating right now is browse. But what's helping create this nice rack is that trophy rock right there. The thing's loaded with minerals, and that's what they need to make a good rack, in my opinion. I may be wrong, but that's my opinion. Look at that little rabbit, he's just sitting there, he hasn't moved. There he moved his head a little bit. And moving his ears a little bit. Oh, he went down, ate a piece of corn. Oh, that deer's scaring that rabbit off. He's had enough. He said, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, boss man. There's the rabbit there. He's leaving too. Now it's daybreak. Now the limb rats, and here's a yeti. See this leg right here with Levi's on? Yeah, that's a yeti. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for coming by. I know you got to have your daily dose of Steveo, so there it is. See you on the next one. I got to get out back. I got about 15. I got enough pallet wood now. Got a big old pile of pallet wood. I need to knock out about 15 nukes today, so I got to get humping. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.